Hi guys, this is Fedotoff. So in this video, I want to show you exactly how to use Facebook Analytics to give you insights to scale your Facebook advertising campaigns. And in this video specifically, I want to show you how we use it to scale one of our accounts to $2.4 million in sales per month. So let me get into that and let me show you exactly how we did it. Hi guys, so here I am inside of Facebook Analytics. So as you can see, Facebook Analytics is located here in the dashboard, Measure and Report Analytics. So you have to click here and you'll get to see this dashboard. Like the benefit of this is you are able to see, let's say if you're using multiple Facebook pixels, you can combine them all into one analytics dashboard and you can see the path of the user that is basically going through all of the journey in your conversion funnel, and you can see exactly the steps that people are taking to basically convert, right? So here, for example, you can see the revenue stats. You can see how many new users you've had. You can see how many unique users you had, and so you can see basically all of these metrics. And I'll show you now like some of the most useful things that you can do with Facebook Analytics and how you can specifically utilize it to improve the performance of your Facebook ads. So you know, it's not just you have this data available, but you can actually use it and use it quite effectively. So here, one of the things that you can utilize is utilizing the segments. So segments, as you can see here, for example, you can segment repeated purchasers, which means people who have bought more than once. So as you can see here, they've alone attributed this sales volume. So this is like the core audience of people that is, you know, very valuable to the business. And you can see basically, for example, demographics of that audience. Let's say if you want to see like who are your the best people that are buying from you, like who they are, right? So here you can see like what countries, what cities they come from, right? So all of this information you can also see on the inside of your Facebook ads in your breakdown report. But here it's a bit more robust, and I'll show you exactly how it's different from the regular breakdown in Facebook Ads Manager. So you can break those down by the technology. So as you can see, like the vast majority of them, like they come from like EOS, so latest version of EOS. Then you also have Windows, you also have Mac, right? So these are basically the most used like platforms. So like EOS, like iOS is like by far the most popular. But you can see on the overall on the device model, like Macintosh is really where people are like where the most people are coming from. So overall, if you can see device model like this, like these, like Macintosh, like EOS, right? So these are like Apple devices. They overall they're doing better than Windows and Android. So that tells you a little bit about the user. So that tells you that maybe we should segment like people who specifically use like, you know, iPhones, like the latest versions of iPhones, like specifically target those people and be more precise in our targeting, just test those segments. That also allows us to see, the you know, different like optimization, like different for example, on our website, like if we want to see you know, whether our website is optimized properly for these specific browsers, for these specific versions of browsers. So whether our website is designed properly and is displaying properly on EOS, whether it's fast, whether it's you know, easy to navigate. So that is something that, you know, gives you insight into that data. Now, what's valuable here, another insight that you can get from Facebook Analytics is lifetime value. This is really valuable because here, as you can see, for example, now we break down all repeated purchasers, right? So you can see their value to the business, and you can see, for example, like if these people buy, let's say, first time between September 20 and 25th, like how much, like what amount on average do they bring to the business, like in 11 weeks from that moment, right? And what's interesting here, and what you should be like monitoring, is a trend, right? So for example here, what's interesting, users that have been acquired like October 10 to October 10 to October 16, they had a value of like $400 just as you can see by nine week, right? So even by a week, as you can see, even if you compare users that have been acquired September 20 to 25th, that was their new, like at this point they've been like new users, right? And also the value of these users, you can see, is pretty different. So we might take a look and analyze what exactly have we done, like you know, on this week, what we exactly have we done on this week to impact this number, like what specifically happened, because like here we have like quite low number, and then suddenly it becomes like higher, right? So, and then we can just like analyze users all throughout here and see like what exactly has happened that, you know, this number is really growing, and then suddenly you know, here it drops. Like what are the reasons it drops? Like maybe we have been like pushing other products, maybe we have been you know, just had different strategies with our advertising. So that is something that you know, we can analyze, and here like we can also see it in a graphical way. So not only we can see numbers, but we can see in a graphical ways, and we can see like where's those like major you know, shifts are happening in users' behavior. Now, another important thing that you can analyze here basically is user activity, add to cart, and purchase, right? So we can break down, for example, the user activity, like how these users are different from our like regular users, because we can still remove like all of the users, so that will give us a bigger volume, like bigger amount of data, right? So we can see here now that let's say in the last 90 days we had so many users, and then only 9% of them have added product to the cart, and then out of that amount, like 50% of people have purchased. So what it can tell us is basically how do we increase that amount? How do we increase number of people that are adding product to the cart? So maybe we should improve some certain things on the website that, you know, make it more clear for people to add product to the cart. Maybe we should you know, incentivize people somehow. Maybe we should like make buttons more visible, make them bigger, make them like, you know, just make them more like clear to see. Maybe, you know, maybe we should incentivize and give some, like, add some urgency on the website to get people to purchase. So that is something that we can take from this insight here. Then here we can analyze this data, for example, how many people added to cart. So we can see like 50% of people are lost after that process. So maybe we should add some, you know, maybe some SMS messages, right, that we can send to users after you know, after they add product to the cart. Maybe we should add some more notifications and cart abandonment series. Maybe we should add more like messenger if we can. Maybe we should structure, you know, like more like proper retargeting to get more people to convert on the stage, because that's basically the stage before the last one, and that's where users are deciding to abandon their purchase. So that is something that we can basically like analyze and see, you know, what we can improve based on that. So here in revenue, we can see like where the revenue is coming from. We can see like the time interval, like as you can see, we can do it weekly, for instance, and we can see also by device type. We can also break it down by age, let's say. We can break it down by city. So we can analyze all of those like segments and whole cohorts and basically see like who's really buying from us. Like that's basically analyzing that all data and analyzing who's buying from us. How can we find more of those people? How can we improve the experience for those people? And how can we basically acquire more of those people at the price that is, you know, that will make sense to our business. Now with lifetime value here, what's important is, you know, a lot of people are thinking about like one-time transaction, but you can see here, for example, as you can see, people who have like every new users, the value of every new user who's been acquired like throughout this period, as you can see, these are the numbers, and you can see that is different, that it's like really different. So let's say in November, we can see that people who've been acquired in November, they have like quite higher average value to the business than people who have been acquired in like different months. So like there are a lot of reasons for that. You know, maybe people just in shopping mode, like they're buying more stuff. Maybe there are other, you know, again, maybe there are products that we have promoted that have basically impact that result. Maybe we promoted like more expensive products. Maybe we give people more incentives to purchase. So that is also, again, something that we can leverage, something that we can test, you know, separately, test it again, and see, you know, if that makes a big difference to our business. So this is basically Facebook analytics. I covered just very little part of this because like if I would cover the whole, you know, analytics, you know, part, like it would take hours to complete it fully. But what you can do is just log in here, log in into Facebook analytics, and start analyzing, you know, start seeing like what's data is available there, how can you utilize that data, who's your best buyers, like how can you find more of those buyers, how can you attract them, how can you incentivize them, how can you make them purchase from you, and basically grow your business faster, grow your business more profitably. So that's Facebook analytics, guys, and that is how to utilize it to scale your Facebook ad campaigns and your business. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.